Talked about, you used to have to bring KG out, other guys you have to bring in, so I'm just willing to interested in watching the body language of players and how coaches interpret that body language.
Tony Parker, as he has often found himself going up against DeAndre Jordan with the shot clock at 8. Parker now has freedom. Screens down low, two of them splittering. It's Parker, Diaw, Parker by Redick, picked up by Diaw. Green, rebound, put back up and in.
J.J. Redick. He hasn't shot the ball particularly well in this series. It's playing really nice with that jump shot early on in this first quarter.
Chris Paul has started 0-3. Parker the other way. He's put up one shot. As he probes the outside and penetrates inside. Tony Parker.
Court made DeAndre Jordan to get into the play.
Here's Ginobili. The Spurs bench, Reggie, has outscored the Clipper bench so far 21-3. They outscored him by 31 in game 5. Parker. Tony Parker. Good crossover by Chris with 11 assists tonight for the Clippers.
There's no way that Tim Duncan's going to be able to stay with Chris Paul on that high screen roll.
The driving Parker. That was his shot. He was defended by Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, but more importantly, he's found that rhythm coming off those series of screens where he can get into the paint and either dance or step back and stop on the dime and knock down shots.
Spurs have missed their last 4. There he gets through, and a right calf issue is back on the bench. And Reggie called it earlier. He said Diaw may see some early time, and sure enough, Reg, here he is in the game with 6.5 to go in the first in the series, tied at 2. It's Tony Parker with the runner, and that is good news for San Antonio.
I like the recognition, though. 19 in the playoff game.
Since Chris Paul is back on the floor, Clippers are +6. 8-2 run. Parker into Paul, who held in a foul, and will it count?
Chris Paul, these next 4 or 5 minutes are going to be crucial for the San Antonio Spurs with Baines in there. I like them bringing in more size because of the rebounding here by the Clippers.
Parker aggressively finding his shot.
Greg Popovich, you got to think about bringing Patty Mills back. Patty Mills was that spark plug in that first half. His shooting alone.
He was 3 of 4 in 9 minutes with 10 points. Parker got the screen, repositions, long 2, gets it over Griffin. Tony for that guard. Here comes Marco. Parker maneuvers, 15-footer.
Needed it.
Tony Parker. Green and Parker the other way.
Many times you can have a player on you, but the vestiges of their defense remains another play. Just like that, you saw Kawhi Leonard on Riddick. Well, he wasn't checking the last play, but it seems that Riddick is still there.
Parker has hit 2, and that's going to force a Rivers.
Good defense from Splitter initially. Griffin across the lane. Tough shot. Well short. Here comes Parker. Parker sneaks in.
Now being a much more up-tempo pick-and-roll team to once again going into the post some to Kawhi Leonard. So it's really been fun to watch.
Clippers have hit 50% of their shots thus far. Again, after the struggle all game long in game 3. Parker drives on Paul. Slips inside again. Diaw guarding Paul in transition. Redick left wide open. He has not seen an open shot like that recently, but can't connect. Parker again, right to the rim, off the glass.
And we talked about Chris Paul before the game being aggressive. I like the fact that that's exactly what he's doing. Not just looking to score, but he's a playmaker.
Diaw to Parker. Parker slips inside. Leonard, the crossover. Leonard gets it back. Parker drives and scoots inside it with that calf injury. Returned for the final 4. Had a good game 1, but has struggled the last couple. Has bounced back nicely, 9 points. This is usually his quarter, one of the leading fourth quarter scorers in the NBA during the regular season. Parker, beautiful floater. Rivers has 16. Crawford has 11. The only other 2 are from Davis. Meanwhile, free throws for the Spurs. They've missed 8 free throws. Parker gets inside, a little English and backs it in.
Suspended for 3 seconds on the front of the rim.
Defying the laws of gravity. 3-2, San Antonio leads. Duncan coming off that giant 44-minute game. Parker looking pretty spry out there.
He is. Again, DJ having to show his ability. He's asking for picks. Where are they?
Down the lane he goes and gets the bucket. Back in. Coming off a 1-for-10 shooting night Wednesday night. For crafty Dion. To his fellow countryman Parker on the run.
It's almost a little.
That, of course, works.
That's right.
I wouldn't mind seeing that rule in the NBA. Think about some exciting highlight plays. Leonard to Parker.
That athletic front line of the Clippers shows. That's what Duncan's going at every game.
Exactly. Yeah, Duncan's 39 years old. It doesn't seem like he would have the energy or the athletic ability to be able to do that. But I tell you what, the smallest guy.
Danny Green, for whatever reason, 1 of 8 from the field, only 2 points.
Leonard with the steal, 2-on-1. Parker is got finally. Chris Paul back on his heels and back the other way.
It looked like the ball didn't go out of bounds. Quite sure about that call.
Green, splitter a screen. Company's 3 of 9. 1 of 7.
They are begging Tony Parker to see that outside shot.
And he finally got it to go.
Dominated versus the Spurs in the 4 meetings. Again, averaging 25 points and almost 10 rebounds.
The Clippers in this 10 free throws, 8 missed free throws for San Antonio. Parker gets it back with a runner inside, and he gets it to drop.
Fortunate.
Play by Chris Paul.
So, you know, when we get the switch for J.J. Redick on Tony Parker, he's got to be aggressive. I like it.
Parker's got it now. He's found the stroke here in the third. So Chris Paul has made 24 consecutive free throws in this series with the aforementioned Parker. He lines up and finds 2, and Tony Parker has gone 4 to this with an ankle. Griffin played with the 3 fouls. They just extended their lead from the first half to 5.
And that's what I'm talking about, Blake Griffin. He can score anytime he wants to, but sometimes to be a direct decoy is what he needs to be, as he was in the last play, drawing the defense in, kicking it back out for the open shot.
Tony Parker is over Jordan. Tony Parker scores again. Little as any individual Clipper coach, when he's always moving against it, he quickly fires a throwaway right there, a turnover by Paul. On the other end, Parker will drive into the grease.
Such a
Crawford with his 3rd assist.
That's equivalent to a Hail Mary in football, because he got in there with no place to go, said a little prayer. And look at that little floater. Oof.
Crawford, double, knocked away by Green again. Another block by Green. He's got 4 of them. In addition to hitting threes and scoring. That's another free agent to be for San Antonio.
Clippers seem to be trying to get a couple of shots on their own, even though Crawford has that green light, but you can make it easier, be a decoy, and get a guy open shot.
Parker on the ball.
That's jump hooking.
Parker, shot clock at 7. Ball defending. Tony gets it to go down.